in this country, in fact on the continent, is that when we have visitors that visit us, we pump them with drinks and alcohol. But basically, we want you to feel at home, and we call on the elders or the head of the households to officially welcome you. This is what tonight is about. I know the weather is not pleasant after some fantastic sun over the couple of days, but this is just really washing down autumn and welcoming summer. It's a lie, but believe me. That's true. I'd like to welcome all the musicians who are here for not only to perform, but also to really interact with South Africans who have been looking forward to seeing you over this week that's coming by. And I know that a lot of you are from all over the world. We have people from Mozambique, we have people from Cuba, from France, the USA, Nigeria, Thailand, Ghana, the Netherlands, Soweto, KwaZulu-Natal, Cape Town, Switzerland, Norway, Eastern Cape. Have I left out anybody? Soweto I've mentioned already. I've already mentioned that. But also welcome to the media, because without them, a lot of jazz lovers wouldn't know who you are and wouldn't know about you. And thanks to them for being here today to also cover the event and also get to, I think some of them got cameras and they want to take pictures. Sometimes I know it can be uncomfortable, but please accommodate them very much. We won't take long doing this, but we absolutely love having this event because this is a chance for all the musicians to also meet the other musicians and interact and also share ideas, who knows, maybe possible collaborations and you know, jamming sessions. And when you do decide you're going to collaborate, do give me credit. I want to be credited for giving you the idea to do so. My name is Nothemba Madumo and I host a jazz radio show on Metro FM. That's why for me it is an absolute pleasure and an honor to be able to just, you know, facilitate tonight's event. Now, I'd like to call on first to welcome you the man who's got a very difficult task of managing a city that's like 120 years old, but it's still one of the youngest around the world, major cities around the world. It's a city that's the second biggest in Africa, and it's second to Cairo in Egypt. It's also a city that has the largest hospital in the world. You know, it services something like 3.5 million people from Soweto and the surrounding areas as well. And this is the city where we are at. It's also the city which has the biggest airport on this continent, the OR Tambo, where some of you arrived to. It's also the home of, some will argue, especially those from Pretoria and the Eastern Cape and maybe KZN and Cape Town. It's also the home of jazz. Is anyone going to argue with me? No. No. Pretoria's here, but we can't hear them. It's also a city that's got the best weather. It's just today, it's just got moods. It's also it's got a city that's got the friendliest people. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Executive Mayor of the city of Johannesburg, Mr. Hammond Mashaba.
Good evening, everyone. I think she's been threatening for the last probably 15 years to invite me to a show, and we meet obviously probably once a year or so, and she will obviously threaten to invite me, but she never does. And fortunate enough, I just turned 60, so I'm a senior citizen of the world, so I'm not a young man. But one thing for sure with jazz, it's part and parcel of my veins, and it's something that I so really dearly love. And when I took over as executive mayor of the city just over 3 years ago, the city was already running this fantastic project called the Standard Bank Joy of Jazz. Mr. Peter Tladi, music man, and your team, you know, for me personally, I'd really like to convey my deepest gratitude to you for really running this exceptionally profound project for our city. You know, all of us are aware what jazz did to mankind, particularly this country and the United States. I just got back just few days ago, just roughly 10 days ago. So I was in Memphis as part of my 60th birthday celebration to go and listen to jazz. And I'm back home a few days later. I'm exposed to jazz. Yesterday I had an opportunity in Soweto listening to our youth. I was so inspired, I was so encouraged. I mean, I was actually, I do not have the right words to express how I feel listening to these kids playing the type of jazz that I used to listen to, dance to, not just listen to, dance to. And I ended up actually standing up and dance to actually show what we used to do when I was 16, 17. Because jazz is not really the kind of music that you just sit back and listen to like you're in a funeral. Jazz, it's a music that you dance to, you know, and being played by the youth was even much more inspiring. So to everyone who's part of this, so thank you so much for making Johannesburg your destination. Starting from, obviously, I think Peter and his company, Standard Bank and Tsohosan, all the financial backers of this, because without private sector support of such initiatives, things will not happen. In particular to you musicians coming from all over the world to come and serenade us as people of Johannesburg. People are looking forward from tomorrow until Saturday to listen to your good music. And I can assure you I'm going to be the first one tomorrow to come and listen because, you know, I mean, I'm such a very selfish person. Most of the time when I do something, I do it for selfish reasons. Why I can't say that as a mayor? That's how human beings work. You know, if someone tells you they're doing something for you, be very careful, because human beings are meant to look first after themselves, and in the process they look after other people. So, and I'm really one person that don't believe in what nonsense people tell me. I'm a strong believer in what people do. So I'm a very selfish person, and I do things for myself, and in the process other people actually benefit. And that's how actually you build nations, and that's how you build societies, when you take care of yourself and in the process you look after other people. So the musicians coming from all over the world, we really feel profoundly privileged as South Africa, as the city of Johannesburg, to be hosting you to this very important weekend. People of Johannesburg, people of South Africa, and people from neighboring countries. I guess we might even have people from abroad coming to listen to this, because this event has been running for many years. It's becoming a very important initiative in the calendar of all of us. So from my side as the Executive Mayor of the City of Johannesburg, thank you so much for making the time. Thank you so much for really enriching our souls with your music, with your talent, because musicians are talented people. So please, thank you so much for sharing your talent with us and enriching our souls, because it is through your music that we can become real, complete human beings. So thank you very much, and we really look forward to a fantastic few days of listening to good music. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you, Notemba. Good evening to everyone in the house and everyone sitting and braving the cold outside. Really do appreciate your patience and your support. A very warm welcome to all artists, members of the media, and of course us jazz lovers. Mine is not to give a long-winded speech, because I think Notem has already painted a picture of what Standard Bank does in the world of the arts. But just to recognize the fact that the Standard Bank Joy of Jazz is staging its 22nd edition. We are particularly excited because Standard Bank has been a sponsor of the Standard Bank Joy of Jazz for 21 of those 22 years. Not many properties get to retain headline sponsors for that long. I think this is just testimony of the caliber of event that Team Music Men, Datekladi, Osman Toa, and the rest of the team really do put out for us. We're really excited, even more excited by the fact that we also get to create a once-off experience that comprises of the Standard Bank Young ArtistAwards alumni who will be playing on the first night in the Standard Bank All-Star Jazz Band. It really is in celebration of the 35 years of being the instrument of change in this country. And we're grateful to those that have shared their talent with us and given us a chance to recognize them. Even more grateful for the fact that they continue to pay it forward through the workshops that they run, through other programs that we may not be involved with, but we do recognize that we all co-contributors in the creative economy. With that, I'd like to say very excited, looking forward to 3 days of incredible jazz, especially tomorrow night when we will have the Standard Bank Young Artist Award alumni amongst other Standard Bank related initiatives. But please, to the musicians that are in the house, we're excited, we're looking forward to it, we know you're prepared, and we really, really hope that you bring your A game as you always do. So with that, I wish you a good evening and enjoy the festival.
Brasipo.
Hello, Mkulu.
How are you, Brasipo?
I'm well, thank you. Lovely talking to you.
Brasipo, we're going to talk about the history of jazz in the country, especially South Africa. Do we have a documented history of jazz as a country to date?
Well, we do have books that have been written by several people. Unfortunately, it's not the history that is actually at the schools. It's not part of the curriculum. But there are quite a number of authors that have written extensively about South African jazz. I mean, one of the books that was written by Professor David. It's called In the Township Tonight. So from there one could actually deduce how much jazz was in South Africa, even in the early 20th century.
Okay, that's interesting to hear. And I think in the current situation, we can think about, can we make a movie, a journey through jazz from when it started in the 1800s up to now?
Well, I think it should be. I think it's a very noble idea that should be pursued. And obviously this has to be pursued and through the Department of Arts and Culture, which should actually consider itself custodian of what South African culture is about, including jazz. So if they could fund a project like that, it would be phenomenal.
So it's interesting that you're talking about the Department of Arts and Culture. What can we do with the Department of Education and Higher Education? Because we need to have more music schools. Wouldn't you agree?
I agree fully. I strongly believe there has to be interministerial interaction. All the departments that are related to the business, the music industry, the cultural industry, and so on. All these departments and education. So if together they can find a way in which they can formulate policy that will drive the process across.
I'm going to throw an idea to you about the possibility of starting jazz festivals throughout the other provinces. We have Standard Bank Joy of Jazz going on for 22 years. How do we have jazz as a culture in all other provinces?
Well, I think that kind of question is a question that Mr. Peter Tladi, who has done exceptionally well with the Standard Bank Joy of Jazz, he'd be more attuned to speak about which provinces should actually be putting up jazz. Cape Town has done it, but as you rightly say, I think all the provinces should actually consider promoting, in particular, South African jazz, because it hasn't really received as much profile as it has with the Standard Bank Joy of Jazz.
Definitely, I like that because we can now say, how do we have a national jazz calendar? Because we see we have so many holidays. Can't we have maybe certain holidays linking up to jazz festivals showcasing our local musicians?
Well, again, that is for Mr. Peter Tladi to decide whether it's something that he can handle. But I think with the kind of team that he has, the possibilities are there to actually expand beyond just Gauteng and take it everywhere. And I think he has tried in the past to take the Standard Bank Joy of Jazz into other provinces. But of course, there are always, all these politicals and the shenanigans that go around to try and pull it away from him. And frankly, if ever there's anybody who can promote jazz in this country, I still believe Peter Tladi is the foremost promoter.
I think I like what you're saying, and as a country, we need to honor him and say thank you to him. But now, shifting gears to your music. We know a lot of songs that you have played, but some of us remember Tababusiu. And before we talk about Tababusiu, let's talk about the role of composers and music writers. Do we still have what can be considered prolific jazz writers or music writers currently?
Oh, there's quite a number of those. South Africa is no shortage of great songwriters, jazz musicians in particular. I mean, I could give you a classic example. There's a young artist called Nduduzo Makhathini. When it comes to jazz, there's Mandla Mlangeni. The list is endless. There's Tandi, Ntuli. So the list is endless. One can speak about so many of them who write jazz. Unfortunately, the platforms have not been there for them to actually pursue this, intensely. And the media in this country has not really played the kind of role that it should have in terms of supporting other music. We have people who are comfortable in the dance space, but we don't have people that consider jazz as a very important part of our foundation in music.
Well, I think if I recall, you are now more than 50 years in the music industry. What is the next big project that you are working on?
I never imagine of big projects. I'm always working as best as I can. And if anything works for that particular time, and that I'm grateful that, the people are still there, the people still support, and the people still believe some of the things that I do are relevant. And I hope to retain and sustain the strength to be able to do some of the things that I still want to do in music.
I think we can say if we were to draw a tapestry of your journey of music, that could be your big project, big bands, orchestra, classic. So it's getting into the realm of mixing classic, jazz, African music and all, and it would be those things that are celebrated, as you have seen Mambazo playing with a lot of orchestras, and we have seen Soweto Jazz Quartet and others. So how do we then say we have that which becomes a landmark, beautiful thing? It's just an idea.
Well, I've always considered myself a curious musician. You know, I'm not comfortable in one space. I'm not comfortable in what is considered material success space. I do believe that music has got more to offer, and if God willing, and I do have the strength to continue doing things that I think are relevant, things that people can relate to, those are some of the things. And one of the things that I always say to people is that, you know, I'm an experimental musician who never imagined this journey is going to come to an end. It's a journey that that I'm still going to travel.
So, from your pearls of wisdom, what are the concluding words?
Let's keep making music with all these great musicians of this country. Thank you, Abdullah Ibrahim. Thank you, Huma Sikela. Thank you, Jonas Gwangwa. Thank you, Kaifas. Thank you, Miriam. Thank you, Joe Mokhotsi, the Manhattan Brothers. And thank you to all the other many young musicians, Nduduzo Makhathini, Mandla Mlangeni, Duke Makasi, Winston Mankunkungozi, Feya Faku. The list is endless.
We thank you, and we look forward to having a conversation in the next future. And we wish you well, and we look forward to reading more about the progress you would have made in the history of music. Thank you, sir.
Kulu.
Thank you, sir. As one of the legends that have worked in this space and having been a champion for Standard Bank Joy of Jazz for this long, we would like to get your reflections on the journey so far.
My reflections on the jazz. It's quite a difficult question for me because I started this whole jazz thing 22 years ago. Actually, not 22, close to 30 years. So my reflections are that jazz is the basis, is the base for all musical styles. You know, that is what jazz is all about. Hence we have the different jazz situations. You have Mbaqanga jazz, Upolaya Brazix, Nkosi. You know, you had Abdullah Ibrahim, who used to call Dolobren. You know, it goes on and on. You know, you have Jonas Gwangwa type of jazz, you have Masikela type of jazz, but they're all jazz.
Okay, that is exciting. What we would like to know, when you plan on a lineup, who are the booking agents? How difficult is it to get artists to come and play here in the country? Because South Africa is considered very far in the world.
It's a very nice question. I used to travel the whole world before I started the festival. I used to travel with Brahu because I was his manager. And I used to make contacts. You know, and then when I came back here, you know, we started with Brahu at the State Theatre. That's where the Joy of Jazz started. And unfortunately, they closed down the State Theatre. And then Standard Bank and the city of Joburg said, no, come and do it here. And we did. That's why you found us in downtown Johannesburg. And you asked a question about how difficult it was because South Africa is far. In the beginning it was, but eventually, now as I'm talking to you, we have piles of songs, piles of emails of artists from around the world who wants to come in.
Wow, that's exciting. So, how do you teach the next generation of booking agents?
You know, you're quite right. We haven't done that. I must think about it. We always think of the other areas, managers, composers, artists. We never think about the next generation of booking agents.
Well, I'm going to now throw an interesting question to you. The Blue Note label. There are Blue Note Japan, Blue Note Talk in New York City, and all those things. What will it take to have a Blue Note franchise in South Africa and have these artists touring throughout the year?
Blue Note franchise, I've tried to do it, but the money is too heavy. Americans don't play.
Yeah, I've seen it's about $2 million, but what about the Cotton Club?
You should say to us, why don't you start something like that? Blue Note.
Yes. So,
Business people in this country, they need, unfortunately I'm too old. I don't have the energy of I used to have. I'm 70 in 3 months' time. So
wow, that's going to be great. So, is Brasipo going to headline your 70th birthday, or what's the plan for the 70th birthday? Because we should start to popularize it so that we can honor you appropriately while you're still here.
there's nobody else who can do it than Sipho. We've been together with Sipho for far more than 50 years.
So I guess we will give him the task of organizing your 70th celebration. But going back to our musicians and the recording houses starting our own Blue Note and Cotton clubs, how do we start that?
No, it means we have to get these young people together and write a blueprint to see how they can do it.
Okay, then
Bring and then go visit the franchisees. Ask them to come here and give us a lecture. Well, they'll be hoping that we are going to buy the franchise. We are making.
Mr. Tladi, there is Cape Town, there is Johannesburg, who have jazz festivals that have grown. So over the years, what have been your thinking around other provinces in the country?
I have helped other provinces. If you remember, the Makufes, if you call it jazz festival, the Cape Town. We taught them at Jazz by the River. We were teaching them how to run festivals. Most of the festivals. That was my way of trying to do jazz festival in each province. But I think I took too big a bite.
Then maybe it's a good idea that we say TV promotions, TV music promotions, TV music man promotions, they can now franchise to other provinces. How will we do it?
Yeah, well, it's easy, like I'm saying. I need to bring together business people to think about it. I've trained young people who are running this festival. You see, you'll see that I don't do anything anymore. Trained a lot of people.
So your last words to the people out there with regards to the love of jazz, what do you say to them?
Keep supporting this great artistic creation because it develops other musics.
Well, sir, we thank you and wish you already happy birthday for your 70th.
That's a long way. 3 months to come.
Welcome and happy belated birthday.
Thank you very much. I mean, it's almost a month old. 26th of August, that's when I turned 60. So I'm a senior citizen of the country and the world.
So we would say where you turn 60 the whole year is your birthday.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you because actually I had my celebrations here with my family, with friends, and I went to United States just over a week ago to go and celebrate with my wife and my American friends. I just got back, had a fantastic time, and I will still be celebrating for the rest of the year.
We had you welcome the musicians and all the people to this wonderful city of Joburg. What can you say to jazz access for people?
Well, I think, for me, for some reason, I honestly believe I was fortunate in the sense that my life from the very early stage, as far as back as I can remember, jazz and R&B became part and parcel of my soul. And my life revolves around jazz, revolves around R&B. And it has actually helped me to really develop the current Herman Mashaba, who is now 60 years old. And I keep enjoying it. That's the reason precisely I went to United States just over a week ago in Memphis for the first time to go and watch Gladys Knight and Jeffrey Osborne and attend jazz concerts on Bill Street in Memphis on a daily basis. And that gave me such personal satisfaction because it made me to really focus on things beyond my own personal circumstances, but focus on my own personal emotions.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. Mayor, let's talk about where jazz festivals are week-long events. We have jazz here just as a 3-day event. What's your thinking about making it a 5-day event from Wednesday to Sunday?
In fact, it's interesting. Earlier on, just after really actually addressing the people, and I said to myself, just concerts. I remember a few years ago, I think about 6-7 years ago, I was in Montreal in Canada. Long before I even thought I would one day become a public servant. Went to Montreal in Canada for 2 weeks with my wife and some few friends. Montreal for 2 weeks, you attend hundreds of concerts, 24 hours over a period of 2 weeks. And you can imagine Montreal is such a cold place. There are some short period, but then they make use of it. Whereas here in South Africa, you can have jazz and concerts 365 days a year. So, and if you look at the richness of this country's jazz and the history, I mean, South Africa and the United States, we've got some similarities because jazz, it's actually, for me, born out of suffering. People have suffered and obviously used jazz actually to take them out of suffering and take them to another world. And South Africa has really been extremely rich, not just rich, extremely rich out of music. If you look at from the Docker House days, when I grew up, I used to listen to old people singing on Saturdays and Sunday, singing the kind of music because I was born in a village. People would come home weekends or end of the month. They get together and sing about their experiences in Johannesburg. And that really inspired me. And fortunately enough, it ended up molding me to what I am today.
Mayor, what I know about you, you are somebody who is passionate about the work that you are doing. And when we think about jazz and the beautiful places in Johannesburg, what would be your thinking as your legacy with regard to creating more places like Zoo Lake in Soweto and the surroundings so that we have several venues. Whenever people say we have a festival, it's not only at the convention center. People can know that there is rotation. What you're thinking about that?
Well, let me tell you what I'm actually busy doing. On the 1st of December 2016, during my 100 days, I made a pronouncement about turning the inner city into a construction site to build affordable accommodation for our people and students. But what I wanted to do, I said I want to turn Johannesburg into a city where people can work, live and play. And just about a week ago, I bumped into Sipho Mabuse and some of the artists who've been around, and I said, I need to get together with them because many years ago, I tried to revive, at the time I was in business, I tried to revive Doke House, but we did not have the political support. Now that I'm in a political influence and power, I said to Sipho, I want to get together with them before the end of this year, where as part of the inner city rejuvenation, Doke House has got to be that nucleus in terms of actually promoting the arts and music.
Well, that means that one of the things that we can ask is, how are we going to have the history of Johannesburg jazz musicians?
Well, let us use people who've been in the music industry for all these years and the arts. As I said, I was with Sipho and Dr. John Kani. And I've requested them, I need to get together with them before the end of the year. I said, please, I don't want a big church choir or congregation. I said, Sipho and Dr. Kani, can you please assemble a maximum of 10 of the people? We will involve the others at a later stage because I'm serious about this, that I've got 2 years left to serve as the mayor of the city of Johannesburg. And I want to, as I said to you earlier on, I need Doke House to be the nucleus of reviving our arts and culture, music in particular.
Now, those are very exciting news, and I think the jazz lovers out there would be excited to hear that. And we wish you well, and we thank you for your time.
Thank you very much, and I'm really excited about this, and thank you so much for really highlighting and elevating jazz as an instrument to build our society.
We thank you, and have a good day.
Thank you.
1 2 1 2. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening and welcome to you too. Thank you for having me.
Well, I'll call you Miss Nothemba Madumo. You have been known as Miss Nothemba Madumo, but never as DJ Sambodo. How come is that so?
Nothemba Madumo is my name.
DJing is what you do.
No, I don't DJ. I present jazz music to the South African audience.
So we can say you teach people about jazz music because you always talk about the recording studio, the bands, and all those things. So you said earlier on it's 22 years that Joy of Jazz has been in existence, and I believe you have been in the music industry now 30 years or so in the radio.
I've been in the, media space since I was at university, but on television. But I did radio only later in my life, which was in the in the 80s, yeah.
I remember that. What drew your love to jazz?
I grew up in a family of jazz lovers. Both my parents were jazz lovers. My mother was even a music teacher for that matter. And my dad and my mother were jazz lovers, and they would not allow any other music in the house except for jazz music. So you can imagine. So from a very young age, that was our food, our soul food, so to speak.
Wow, this is interesting. So to excite young people out there about jazz, what would you say to them? Who should they listen to? How do you start to tell somebody to love jazz?
You can't tell someone to love jazz. all you can do is present jazz to them. And what you can then advise them to do is to change the way they listen. Because it's your ability to listen and be open-minded and be receptive to different kind of music will be the way in which you can be.
And in the jazz language, those different types of music, we call them?
Well, I'm talking about jazz. I mean, you can listen to any kind of music because everybody has a reference to the style of music they like based on what they either grew up with, what they heard growing up, what they got influenced either by their peers or what they consider the kind of music played significant role in various stages of their lives. So people are rooted in that. Some are open to hear other styles of music. Some are stuck on what they know and only that and don't want to hear anything else. So with jazz music, a lot of those people who appreciate jazz music actually quotes the fact that either my brother or my dad or my father or my uncle played this music, though I didn't like it at first, but eventually I got to, maybe there's one particular song or one particular album that caught my attention. That's how then I got, So there are different ways in which people get exposed. But for me, and especially on my show, my purpose is really to introduce young people to the jazz genre in all its different styles of music, because that's the only way in which the legacy of jazz and the culture of jazz can continue into the next generations.
As we conclude, over the next 3 days, who are you looking forward to hearing and why?
One, I'm going to be working, so I'm hoping to catch a whole lot of people. Obviously, the big bands, which are the orchestras, is definitely one of my favorites. Now, because my first love is the piano, so I look forward to watching the pianists. That includes the Cuban Fonseca, who's a pianist himself. I look forward to seeing the South African, the Young Artist Award, the Standard Bank Young ArtistAwards, as they collaborate as one unit. I look forward to the jazz unit, which is just the female jazz musicians. I look forward to the French drama, Kanum. Yes, I look forward to a whole lot of.
So your excitement is like you picking up a menu. You're going to be enjoying the food. So it's like, I would say, jazz. Is jazz your food?
It is my first love, even though I listen to everything else. It is.
Last message for the viewers.
If you do not attend the Standard Bank Joy of Jazz, you are missing out on a culture. You're missing out on the soul of who we are. You're missing out on an experience that can never be repeated.
We thank you and wish you well as you'll be working for the next 3 days. Looking forward to listening to your show in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. And my show is from 9 until midnight on Metro FM. Tune in.